Hello, this is Dwight Norris of Fishing at Work here at the Charles River, once again doing one of these daily fishing encounters. Now you probably wonder, why am I even doing these daily fishing things with no real, you know, reason for doing it? Like, do people really want to watch me fish? They haven't said anything, or not said anything, so I continue to do them. But really it's to show that this is really possible. You can leave your job and you can go fishing on your lunchtime, before, or even after. I'm trying to pronounce more the fact that it's not just lunch. It's really about you making the time to go fishing. Hey, look, right behind me, people kayaking. How do they find time to do this? Do they not have jobs? Are they college students? Most likely they're college students. But anyway, I'm just like everybody else. I have a job, I have to get paid, and I need my job. I can't just, say whatever, I'm going fishing and I don't care about anything. That's not what it's about. It's about following the rules, being within the guidelines, looking at the time you have available, and using it wisely. Most people will sit at work and they'll eat, they'll troll to the internet, Facebook, social media, all that crap. But you can do something else, it's your time. Do with it what is best for you. And I have chosen fishing. I could do something else some other day. I could go, go buy some clothes at the local retail store. I could go get a snack across the street, get some cupcakes or a cake or a smoothie or whatever. It's all up to you. And just like I said before, I'm just an average Joe. Have a family, wife and kids, plural kids, and my wife stays at home. So because it's economical that way. She's a teacher, and teachers get paid what teachers get paid, which is, if you don't already know what I'm going to say, it's called not enough. So therefore, instead of paying all that money to live in the city and work there and have to travel to pick up the kids at some place across town, which would take an hour to go 2 miles and have to pay for parking, which is several hundred a month, she stays home and I go to work. And with all this happening, I'm still able to get out here and go fishing. So please watch me as I continue doing this, daily, or I may or may not make a video when I do it, but I'll try to, and I'll try to get some fish so I can show off. And hopefully you'll do the same so you can show off too. So here we go. I just want to say for reference, things I'm doing, I'm using my Berkeley worm, and I'm casting under nice little logs like this. And actually overhangs and shadows. It's a hot summer day, so I'm hoping that some of the fish are just hiding under here. I'm trying to do this while I'm doing my rod, but anything possible. Anyway, structure like this is great. I suppose there's bass under here, but sometimes there aren't, sometimes there is. And there's lots of that down there as well, which I'll be heading to quickly. This will be a shorter session because I actually ate part of my lunch at work, and then I'm heading here to do a quick little session. So I somehow got caught under one of these tree limbs, not the actual tree, but something underwater, and I was pretty sure I had hooked my worm correctly so that the hook was embedded in the worm, but sometimes it doesn't work out perfectly, and I didn't recheck it to make sure that it was actually still snag proof. And that just goes to show that you should do it every time. Even I make mistakes. I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy who knows how to fish and trying to show other people how they can do it more often. So I'm going to hook on another Berkeley worm. It's called the Berkeley Power Worm. I'm not even sure if they make these anymore because mine's really old. It has the nice pumpkin seed here, along with the twirly tail. I got my bullet weight and my offset hook. So here you see, I had to pull it off by hand, and that's what I have left. So I don't feel anything, abrasions or anything on the line up this several feet. It's clean. I just had to cut it off because I didn't cut it off. I pulled it off, and the knot came loose apparently after I pulled hard enough. I like to do that way whenever I run to a snag. I just grab the line and then I just pull straight toward it, so I don't put any pressure on the actual fishing rod or the reel, and then eventually it breaks. But if you have braided line, that's harder to do. So do as you please. I just like to leave the least amount of fishing line in the water. So, you know, time a little slip knot here. Still haven't learned that other way yet, the polymer knot. Many of you may know what that is and how to do it, but once I remember to do something like that, oh, watch out for the barbs, I'll do it. Okay, so there's my hook. And I kind of forgot to get the scissor out. So excuse me, just a second. Yes. Get the pliers here. But they're gonna cut off a little bit of extra here. Got it. Put that inside the case. This. Oh no. That is a foul by me. I forgot to put the bullet weight on. So let's start all over again. That was not smart. So I'm gonna take that off. Take a little extra off the top. Drop the extra into my bike bag. My boat bag. Get the weight. Thread that on. Now I got the hook. Now I'm gonna do my my slip knot here. I go around 6+ times, usually 7, because you know, gotta like to be lucky. Go through the middle, then go back through the loop you made, and then boom, slides right down. Take out the excess, leave about, I don't know, 1/2 inch. You can leave less if you feel you're not super tight, it won't slip at all, but not so sure about that. Do the worm thing I showed you last time. You got the little bin here, that's how much you want to go in, and then pull it out, and then you want to measure to the back. So, frankly enough, that's as big as this. Go around, pull it up. Now the worm engulfs the whole hook. I see which bend it goes in, so it's this one. And make sure I go, wait, measure that again. It's this one. Go right up the middle. Now it's level. There's no pulling of the worm in one direction. There's no bending, so it's like bent like this. You don't want a bent worm on your hook. You want it to be straight as possible because, you know, we're trying to imitate a worm. I'm gonna put that weight, that hook worm, the hook into the worm a lot more secure, and we're ready to go again. So, gonna hit this for, I don't know, mess around with this too long. I'm gonna hit this for a few more minutes, throw it under some of these trees. May lose another worm if I don't continue to make sure that it's actually embedded inside of the worm, the actual hook. And, you know, maybe I'll catch a fish and maybe I won't. But this is a quick session, so it doesn't matter. Here we go. So, under the old tree limbs and the shade, didn't work as well as I wanted it to with the worm. So, this didn't work. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a good day. Got some fishing in under an even more time-stressed clock. I gotta get back to the office to do a meeting, and I got some fishing in, lost some lures, retied some lures, made a video, and showed you that, hey, even with less time you can get something done, you can have some fun, you can go fishing, you can do what you love. So, why aren't you getting out here and doing it? What's the problem? Is it stress? Are you worried about what people will think? What your boss will say? People watching you constantly? Paranoid about that? Maybe you should run some tests first. You don't have to go all in, even though I suggest that. But you can do a little test. I'll go somewhere for 20 minutes. I'll go somewhere for half an hour. I'll go somewhere for 40 minutes. Once you get to 40 minutes, you can just go fishing. But run some little tests, you know, see what the feedback is when you do some things. Or some of your coworkers saying, hey, where were you, buddy? Might cause some questions. One, your coworkers are a little obsessed with you and probably should mind their own business. And two, maybe you're in an environment that isn't very healthy and you should think about maybe going somewhere else or doing something else. But that's up for you to decide. So I'm about to hit the highway, or cross the highway, and I'm gonna shut this puppy down. So you guys have a nice day, go fishing, and have some fun.